What's up, metalheads? Welcome to another episode of Metal's Best by Metal's Best. This is going to be a great episode and something that I don't think any of you are expecting. And so just sit back and watch, and you'll see what I mean in just a few minutes. So let's get started with the videos. Check this shit out.
Hi, this is Steve Grimmett from Grim Reaper. Little indisposed at the moment, obviously, because I lost my leg, but I've been asked by John Cruz to do this video for you guys. I'm sorry that you're in my this is my bedroom at the moment because I can't get upstairs, so I've got my bed down here, and because I can't reach my workshop at the end of the garden, workshop comes to Steve. So this is another one of my passions. But I got to tell you guys about what I'm going to do is give you the top 5 albums that I grew up with. I can't necessarily say they were influenced me in any way, but they're 5 great albums and I've recently revisited them all. So I'll give you number 5 on the list is Foreigner. I thought that was a wonderful team with Lou Gramm as the vocalist. I always love their albums, and then you've got great, with them you've got great songs, a great sound for the time, and then the songs that you guys feel like the first time. Cold as Ice, what a great song. Hot Blooded, Jukebox Hero, to name but a few. That was in my early days before I really started to sing in bands. I actually got into Foreigner, as with the next band, Thin Lizzy. I got into those way before I started singing in bands. And Thin Lizzy, the album that really did it for me was Live and Dangerous. That was the twin guitars by Brian Robinson and Scott Gorham. So that was a big influence. I liked the twin guitars, and I loved the songwriting, everything about it, and again, and in fact I have a charity band that I sort of put back into music for myself. We raise money for local charities here in Swindon, my hometown, and we do 2 of the covers of the Thin Lizzy songs. We do Rosalie and Still in Love with You, fantastic songs. And then you got the likes of Jailbreak, Cowboy Song, Boys Are Back in Town, again to name a few. What a fantastic band. And it's a shame we still haven't got those guys, that whole team together. We do have a slight off team, but it's good to see that Scott Gorham and Brian Downey are still playing together and playing Black Star Riders. So very cool there. That leads me on to number 3, Whitesnake 87. Who could not have liked that album? The money, it sounded like, was spent on it, thousands of dollars on just a snare sound, and a great album by great musicians. Coverdale was in his element there on that album. He sang really well, as did John Sykes on lead guitar. I know there was other guys involved in it, but John Sykes did the main of it. And you've got songs like Crying in the Rain, Still of the Night. I covered that one actually in a it's on a cover, Whitesnake cover album, but I can't remember what it was called. And then Here I Go Again. Like I say, you couldn't stop and listening to it at all. I didn't anyway. I had a Walkman on when I was mowing the grass and all that stuff. So yeah, awesome album for the time. And then we get on to my number 2, and it's Dio, Holy Diver. I didn't get into Dio to start off with. which I'm ashamed to say about that really, but I've listening to all his stuff now, and I love it, to be fair. What a voice, what a voice. And you've got songs like Stand Up and Shout, Holy Diver, Don't Talk to Strangers, which I have to say, if you've seen a Reaper show, we cover Don't Talk to Strangers in the show. One of my absolute favourites, and of course Rainbow in the Dark, to name a few. It is a shame we've lost Ronnie, I have to say, because I think there was more things to come from him, but a shame. And my number one, not a lot of people know the reason that I sing, and the reason I sing is because I listened a lot to Elton John. I found out recently he is actually a distant relative, but very distant. And but one of my favourite albums of his was Yellow Brick Road. I loved the songwriting that he did with Bernie Taupin, and he's actually got back together with him recently. So I went to see a show and I just absolutely loved it. But you know, the songs that are on Yellow Brick Road are Saturday Night's Alright for Fighting, All the Young Girls Love Alice, Yellow Brick Road, Candle in the Wind, Benny and the Jets. It's just awesome. But again, you know, I say I've been listening to Elton John for a long, long time. So I go back to Tumbleweed Connection days and all that. So he is without doubt the biggest influence on me out of anybody. Sorry for you, hardened rockers, but I wouldn't be singing if it wasn't for Elton John. So, or Sir Elton John, I should say. So that's it, guys. If you if you ever get round to listening to these things, you'll see what I mean. They're all songs. All of the songs that are done by these guys are from the heart, and that's what I love about it. Brilliant, fantastic.
Steve, after you sent me your video, I was in awe. First of all, I was honored that you would think of even taking the time to send me a video. Even before everything happened, you had agreed to do it before you went on the South American tour. And then when what happened, I pretty much had given up on asking you to do it. And then as I saw you getting better and had kind of checked in with you a few times on Facebook, and seems like your spirits were up and high, I thought, well, I'll give it a shot. And the fact that you took the time to do it and that you're in such high spirits, it gave me the inspiration and the idea to do something a little different. So this is a little surprise that I put together. I talked with your wife first to make sure it was okay. But I reached out to people that I know on Facebook, both people that are fans of the music, people that are just fans of metal, that know who you are, that want to wish you well, or want to tell you a little bit about their Grim Reaper or Steve Grimmett stories. And so there's quite a few videos, but I really would appreciate it if you get the opportunity to watch them all, because there is a few real big surprises in this one. And so I hope you enjoy this. And anyway, we're just going to go to the videos of people wishing you well. And again, thank you so much for what you've done, Steve, and can't wait to see you back out there.
Hello, Mr. Grimmett. My name's David Ingram. We don't personally know each other, but we're friends on Facebook. And I know you, though, very much so. I'm in a band called Just Before Dawn at the moment, and I've also been in bands called Bolt Thrower, Hail of Bullets, Benediction, and there's a bunch of other projects I'm doing right now. But that's not the point. I'm just introducing myself. I remember a long time ago, back in my teen years, that when I was in a place called Droitwich, and I'd hang out with a friend of mine, and we'd walk around the town, and we bumped into your drummer at the time, back then in the 80s, back when See You in Hell was out. And he was fixing his car, and we stood and we were in awe of this guy, and like, wow, the album's great, and we were chatting away. We were just teens. And now here I am some 30 years later, he would say no more then. But just wanted to send this message to you saying, you know, it's great that you're getting back out there and that you're doing so well. And we've been, everybody, not just me, everybody has been thinking about you. So, hail you, mate. Good on you.
Yo, Steve, this is Josh from Minneapolis. I've got an offer that you cannot refuse. I want to see you come and tour North America in full force because I miss seeing you. I just wanted to reach out and let you know what a colossal fan I am. Matter of fact, I got to show you this tattoo I've got. Just kidding, I don't have a tattoo. But I really wanted to let you know that you are beloved. You've got a voice that can shake the fucking earth and rattle the sky. And, you know, I hate to say it, but maybe it won't be so bad to see you in hell.
This is Roger from Paganizer and a lot of other bands. I wish you all the well I can, and I hope you're doing fine soon.
This is George. I play guitar in a band called Graveside Service. We're out of Rhode Island. And I just want to say that I'm an old fan of Steve's from the Grim Reaper days. When I bought the Rock You to Hell album, because the cover art was so cool. And I remember just rocking out to that album, Lust for Freedom especially, and the strange lyrical theme to Suck It and See. I always thought, is it from the perspective of the boy or the girl, or, you know, she said, you know, suck it and see it. It was, you know, it was just so cool, and I love a lot of the songs on that album and a lot of the other stuff that Steve's done through the years. So I'm going to make this video and say hello and wish you all the best and good health and good cheer. And John's a great guy. I really like him a lot. And okay, there you have it. Cheers. Thank you.
Hey, Steve, this is Brian from Aggression, checking in from Vancouver, Canada. Just want to say that you're in a lot of folks' thoughts out this way and all around the world for that matter. And, you know, just hope you keep on the mend, and hopefully we'll be seeing you on stage again out this way real soon. Cheers.
Hey, it's Harry Jackson. This is a video tribute to Steve Grimmett of Grim Reaper and Steve Grimmett's Grim Reaper. I just wanted to say, Steve, that you are, without a doubt, one of the greatest heavy metal vocalists of all time. Personally, I rank you up there with Bruce Dickinson from Iron Maiden and Bill of Saxon. You've made some great records, great consistent records over the years when you were in Grim Reaper. I haven't checked out your newest record with you know, your band, but I just want to say that you are one of the greatest vocalists of all time. And the song "See You in Hell" from Grim Reaper's first album is an absolute anthem for heavy metal, in my opinion. I rate it up there with the greats such as Holy Diver, Run to the Hills, Master of Puppets. To me, it's one of the all-time greats, and you are one of the all-time greats, Steve. Thank you very much for the music, and I hope you're getting well with your prosthetic leg, man, because you're a trooper. If you know, pardon the pun, trooper. I mean song trooper. Hope you're well, man, and get well soon, man. Cheers.
Come on, take my hand, and on my command, you will feel better, Steve Grimmett!
Feel better, Steve?
That's right, buddy. Get better.
Jerry here from Canada. Just want to give you a shout out. Hopefully you're feeling better. We can't wait till you're back on the scene, make us some new metal music. And just like you were before, okay? We really miss you. Until then, stay metal.
Steve, John from Raven here. Great to see you doing so well, mate. Hang in, you are an inspiration to all of us. Keep it up, and we will see you very soon. And look forward to hearing them lungs screaming as usual. All right, mate? Bye.
Hey everyone, it's Heavy Metal Joe from Chicago. That rhymes, I gotta do that more often. And I am here lounging around in my family room on a late Friday night, early Saturday morning, however you want to take it. And the reason I am making this video is because I am here to pay honor and tribute to the one, the only, Steve Grimmett of Grim Reaper, which explains why I am here in my Grim Reaper t-shirt. I got this when I saw them back in November at Tailgaters in Bolingbrook. It's about 45 minutes, I want to say, from Chicago, or at least from where I'm at in Chicago. And it was a great show, great set. It was brilliant. And Steve, it was an honor to meet you afterwards, man. Where do I even begin in this video? I guess I should say I'm an aspiring heavy metal singer myself. And every day when I practice my voice, Steve, there is not a day that goes by when I don't sing at least one Grim Reaper song. And yeah, we all know Dio, we all know Bruce Dickinson, we all know Rob Halford, and I love those guys as much as the next. But Steve, you know you're up there in that league, man. You are one of the greatest voices in the history of hard rock and heavy metal. And if there's anyone out there watching this who doesn't believe me or has never heard of Grim Reaper for some reason, then I highly recommend you check out this record right here from 1984. See You in Hell. Steve, you signed it here, and I had Nick sign it over here. And this is just grade A, no frills, new wave of British heavy metal right here, man. This is the cream of the crop. And I cannot tell you, Steve, how many times I have attempted to sing that album in full as part of my daily vocal practice, only to blow my voice out after Dead on Arrival, man. And that's why it remains my favorite Grim Reaper song, because it is such a challenge to sing. And the few times I have made it through, I'm just like, yes, you know. But I appreciate the challenge, man. It's amazing. I guess if I'm to close out this video now, I just want to let you know, Steve, we love you. We're all on your side, man. We're always behind you. We're always supporting you. You know that already, but I'm just here to restate it. All on behalf of all the metalheads in the underground here in Chicago. We're rooting for you, brother. Hails from Chicago.
Steve, this is Don, formerly of Dark Angel and with Eliminate now. Hey, just letting you know, get well soon, bro. Hey, we need veterans like you out here. Do it. Get better. Get out here.
Steve, Grim Reaper rocks, man. See you in hell, my friend.
Hey Steve, Andy from Poltergeist here. I wish you all the best. Get well soon. We need you back on the stage. Stay heavy. Great, brother.
Hey Steve, this is Eddie Dillon from Farmville, Virginia. Just wanted to say I appreciate everything you've done. And see you in hell, my friend.
Greetings, Mr. Grimmett. This is Ronnie from Turbocharged, Sweden. First of all, I have to say thank you for the influence and the great work all these years. And I have to tell you a little story. Back in the days, like 20 years ago, we were a big gang, 20 people or something, that were really committed to metal and whatnot in this small community. And we actually had, our principles were strict, like military disciplines, in what was metal and what was not. So if there was someone new arriving at the party, we would test them with different tunes, and we would check their reactions, not saying anything, just changing the the album on the turntable and just look at them. And if it was the right kind of people, they were like, whoa, you know. And See You in Hell was one of those albums. And, well, luckily we had quite a few of those positive reactions, but when someone didn't flinch, it was just music in the background, at the end of the day they knew that they would probably not return to our parties. So you were part of our military discipline somehow, indirectly or very prominently. Anyway, I got to see you live in, I think it was last year or the year before, in Denmark at Metal Magic. And I was blown away that your voice was so unaffected from time and age. So, yeah, it was a pure pleasure to see you live. And all I can say is, with all the difficulties and stuff that you encountered recently, I hope that you have a speedy recovery. And I've seen the video where you try out that Robocop-like leg of yours, which only makes you more percent metal, if that's possible. So I'm sure you're gonna run in circles around half-fat guys like myself in no time, and you'll keep on doing what you do the best. So, with the risk of doing the same thing as everyone else in this Greetings video collection, I'll use your winged words as a salute. So, see you in hell, my friend.
What does this B-movie poster have to do with Steve Grimmett? Well, this cinematic classic was where I first heard Grim Reaper. The song Lust for Freedom and Rock You to Hell, they probably played each one 4 times within the movie. And I loved them right away, and I've been a fan ever since. So, Steve, this is Scott from Michigan, USA. Glad you're doing so much better, and I can't wait to see what you do next, man. All right, stay heavy.
Hello Steve, Mantis, Venomink here. Good to see you on the mend, mate. Stay strong, bro, and I hope to see you on stage very soon. Okay? Nice one.
Hi Steve, I just want to say that well done for getting over the problems you've had. Good to see you back on your feet again, man. We wonder if you'll have a little drink at some point in the future. When you're out there kicking us, just remember always like to kick them with, mate. Cheers.
Hey Steve, it's Al Bonds here. I played guitar in Venom in the early 80s, in the late 80s and early 90s, in the Tony Dolan era of the band. Yeah, I see you're going through a rough time, man. I just wanted to pass on my all the best and my thoughts and regards for you, you know, and also just wanted to remind you that, you know, this metal family that we're all fortunate enough to be part of is a colossal thing, and there's so many fans and metal fans out there that really give a shit, and I'm sure, you know, they pass on all their best to you as well, and just I wanted you to remember, just, you know, there's so many kids and so many people out there and so many metal fans who your work and your music has meant something to over the years, you know. So, you know, when you're not feeling great, just remember that, and remember that somewhere there's somebody listening to something that you've done, that you've produced, that you've recorded. So all the best, man. Take care and peace.
Hello, Steve Grimmett. I'm Choky. I'm a Venom fan from France, from the Venom's Legions. But like metal is a big family. Of course, what happened to you has been touching all of us. So I want to wish you a speedy recovery. And thank you for your courage and bravery, because honestly, what you're doing is awesome in music and now in life. And you're an example for all of us. Cheers, mate. Fucking hell, metal. Take care of you, bro. Hell.
Hi, metal friends. My name is Chewy. I'm bassist and vocalist for the metal band, Puerto Rican metal band, Organic. I just wanted to take this moment to wish the best and a speedy recovery to one of metal's all-time legends, living legend, Mr. Steve Grimmett. I hope that he has a speedy recovery again. Many blessings for him. I want to thank him for giving us so many good music and songs, and deliver always great vocal performances, and influence nevertheless to many of us. And I hope that he'll be rocking stages all over the world again, hopefully giving us more of that energy that you can always see on his shows. I remember that one of the all-time great moments in my life was at the moment where there was a Headbangers Ball tour, and it was with Armored Saint, Halloween, and Grim Reaper, nevertheless. So, and that performance with the closing song, See You in Hell, and that last scream, that last, God knows how much, how long, impressed me so much, and he always delivered. So again, I wish you a speedy recovery, Mr. Grimmett. Rock you to hell. Thank you for so many years of great music, and hopefully many more to come. Okay, so thank you very much again, a speedy recovery, and we wish you always the best. From the bottom of our heart, from every metal warrior, we wish you the best. Keep on rocking, Metal Warrior. Steve Grimmett, take care, my dear friend.
Hello to Mr. Steve Grimmett. There's a lot I could say, but you know, your music says it all, man. I mean, I can go through so many of these songs. You know, See You in Hell, Rock You to Hell, Fear No Evil. You know, it just goes on and on. Run for Your Life. That's one of my favorite ones. I got into real heavy metal, what you would call heavy metal, in late '87 when I was 17. So you were the first ones I got into, your band. So you know, just keep it going, man. Just keep it going, and you know, I'll buy your vinyl, your CD, whatever. Just keep it going, and I appreciate the albums you did make, and hopefully be more. So I know I'm babbling on like an idiot, but it's been a tough day, so I'm gonna put this on and listen to it actually, so all the way through. So see you, buddy.
Hey, this is Kelly from Atheist, sending along best wishes and a speedy recovery to our metal brother Steve Grimmett. I know it seems like it's probably quite a struggle and a battle, but there's a lot of people that have a lot of respect for you. Thank you for all your contributions to metal, and we look forward to seeing you back out on the road again. So see you on tour, my friend. Cheers.
Hey Steve, my name's Nathan. I live in Lincoln, Nebraska. I'm so glad you're doing better, and I just wanted to send you my best wishes to you and your family. Take care.
Hey, this is Bjorn from Gal McCobb and Lord Down. I'd like to take this opportunity that I got from John to be part of this and wish Steve a quick, fast recovery from his illness. I can't imagine the pain that he's going through right now, but he seems to be handling it like a trooper with positive energy. It's overwhelming to imagine the hardships that something like this would mean. And yeah, that's all I have to say. Get well soon, Steve, and hail.
What's up, man? I'm Mike Priest from Janesville, Wisconsin. I just want to say, Steve, man, I'm wishing you a quick recovery. Hoping you get back on the road and start rocking out again, man. I've been a huge fan of you guys since the mid-'80s. Fuck, man, I heard you on a metal shop out of Milwaukee when they were playing new tunes, and they played See You in Hell, and I was fucking hooked, dude. So hope you're getting better, man, and hope to see you soon, brother. All right.
What's up, Steve? It is Jess, Bill, Adam, and another Steve over there. What's up, Steve? We're here in parts unknown on the bridge of apparently some form of Millennium Falcon. Recording drums. Yeah, recording drums. Wishing you the best, hoping the best for you. You're, you know, you're like, I mean, how do you put it? Grim Reaper, what do you say? How do you put it? How do you put it?
All 3 shows that we played with you were spectacular. You were a very cool guy. We talked a couple times. The band was cool. You were cool. We wish you the best of luck. We're very sorry what happened with you. And we see all the pictures online, all the updates you do. And we can't believe you're up and walking around already, man. Yeah, keep on rocking. See you in hell.
See you in hell! Get better, buddy. Take care.
Hello, Steve. Hope you're well. We're all thinking about you. Good luck and get well soon.
Hello, Metal Maniacs! This is Mr. Vizadi from Bestial Invasion, recording this message for a very, very special man. One of the most fantastic heavy metal singers of all time, Steve Grimmett from Grim Reaper. That's right, you all know Grim Reaper, you all love Grim Reaper band. And now Steve is facing very terrible and bad things, so we would like to make a little tribute to show our respect and support. Recently we have finished recording our cover version to one of the Grim Reaper songs. Hopefully you're gonna hear it on our upcoming album very soon. So Steve, we wish you our very best get well wishes and supersonic quick recovery. Be strong and may God give you patience and strength on your way back on the road. See you on stage. Bye bye.
Hey Steve, just a quick video greeting here from Reading in England. Neighbour of yours basically. Yeah, just wanted to say how much of an influence you've been on my music listening for the past 27 years. Wish you all the best in your recovery. Hope you get back out on the road soon. Look forward to that. I first recall hearing your vocals on the Onslaught release In Search of Sanity in 1989. This was a great album. I loved it to pieces. Bought it on vinyl originally back then, had it on cassette, and this is the CD. Just recently the reissue with a great live set from Bristol Hippodrome in 1989. That's really good. I first saw Onslaught with you on vocals in 1989 at Loddon Valley Leisure Centre in Reading. That's what started my love of Onslaught. That's my favourite album. I never really followed their career too much after that, but On the Bill that night was Annihilator, another great band from 1989 I've loved forever. I didn't hear Grim Reaper until probably 2003, 2004. The 1983 album See You in Hell. Had that on vinyl originally. Obviously
sometimes you lose track of bands' careers, but picked back up again with the latest album, Walking in the Shadows, last year. Brilliant album. Had the great opportunity to see you up close and personal at a charity gig in Berkshire last year, or the year before, I can't rightly remember. Took a few pieces down to talk to you about and for you to sign, which you did most graciously. Thank you very much. My favourite Onslaught song. Best album ever. Nazareth, this track playing actually, Bad Bad Boy, it's my favourite Nazareth track, which you did vocals for the tribute, Another Hair of the Dog. So that's that. Must mention Sanity Days 2015. The song on there, Ruler of Eternity, which is my favourite track, probably because it relates to Dio. Mustn't forget some great vocals done on these two tributes to Iron Maiden. 2 Minutes to Midnight, Number of the Beast, Ace is High, and Wasted Years. Awesome vocals on those. But my absolute favourite is always going to be. Anyway, wish you all the best. Hope you're back out on the road soon and the recovery swift. See you on the road. Cheers.
Hey Steve, we're engaged to Threat from Canada. I'm Damon.
I'm Ernie.
We heard about your misfortunes with your late brother, and we just wanted to send you a brief message giving you our best wishes and thoughts. You're in therapy, getting ready to get back out on the road. That's pretty fucking incredible, man. I can't imagine what you must be going through, and to find the desire to get back out after something like that is just pretty heroic, actually. And we just wanted to send you a message saying that it's pretty inspirational, and it would definitely be something that we reach into the vaults and think about when we're on the road and bitching about all the minor struggles that we go through. It'll definitely be something that we reach back and get a baseline on what, you know, hard times really are, and what courage really is, because the fact that you're going back out, and I know musicians that have quit for much lesser things, and I'm really super inspired by that, and I just wanted to send you a message, and if it helps in any small way, that's really awesome. Just get well, brother, and rock on.
Rock on, man.
Hey Steve, I'm here to say I'm glad you're well again, and hopefully see you on tour. Rock on, brother.
Steve Grimmett, we're Van Lane from Kansas City, and we have a message for you.
Hope you get well, my friend. Hope you get well, my friend. Hope you get well, my friend. Hope you get well.
We love you, Steve.
Hey Steve, it's John Matlock. Making this video to show you and to tell you how much we greatly appreciate your music, everything that you do for us in the metal community. Can't wait for you to get back out on stage so you can rock us all to hell again. Been a huge fan of Grim Reaper since See You in Hell came out in 1984. In my opinion, one of the greatest debut albums that's ever been released. Just my own opinion. Love the whole album. Unfortunately, in my vast CD collections you can see behind me, I don't own any of your CDs. All I have is all 3 of your cassettes right there. I still got them. Unfortunately, I don't have any CDs. I will have your whole collection in my collection someday. My own music room. It's not as big as some other people's that I know, but it's mine. I'm proud of it. Metal is my life. Metal is what carries me through. And metal is the only thing that can carry me to the end. We love you. We wish you all speedy recovery and health. And we want you back out on the stage so we can see you again. Take care, and good luck, and God bless. See you in hell.
Hey, how you doing today? This is Steve Roy with the Mentors, also known as Dr. Ethan Scum. I want to give a shout out to our good friend Steve from Grim Reaper, wishing you a speedy recovery. Get well soon, buddy. We need you out on the road, keeping heavy metal alive for the rest of us, okay? So make sure you follow your doctor's orders and take all the medicine and lay off all the party favors until you get back at full speed, okay? Metal world needs you, bro. See you soon. Take care of yourself now, bro. Okay, see you later. Bye.
Hi, my name's Larry. I was asked to do this for Steve Grimmett in Grim Reaper. I heard what happened, Steve. Sorry to hear about it, man. Glad to see you're still kicking, dude. My first Grim Reaper experience was with See You in Hell. Saturday night in Duluth, Minnesota. I was 14 years old, so no bar scene for me. 10 o'clock, MTV, Headbangers Ball. Grim Reaper was a regular on Headbangers Ball. I still remember seeing Steve in his red spandex suit just jumping around, just screaming his ass off. See You in Hell, that was basic, you know, that was great metal. It was great stuff. Grim Reaper also led me to other bands like Armored Saint and Marillion and Halloween, all the way up to Venom and Slayer and Motorhead. I understand that some of those other bands were around before Grim Reaper, but where I came from in Duluth, Minnesota, Grim Reaper was pretty much as hard as you could get at the time. So that's what we had, and that's what we dealt with. But if not for Steve and Grim Reaper, I may not have ever gotten into metal. And, you know, I've met a lot of really awesome metal people lately, and it is badass, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. So, Steve, you keep on kicking, man. I expect to see you out there screaming your ass off, dude. Peace.
Hi Steve, we're trying. Just doing this to wish you all the best with your recovery from your operation, and to say that we're really looking forward to playing with you and your band at the Drunken Monkey Festival in August. So best wishes, mate, and see you soon. Cheers, Steve. See ya.
Hey John, thank you. This is Sean Baptiste, Sean Zakowski, or that asshole next door, whatever. I appreciate the opportunity for this. And Steve, get well. We need to rock more people to hell, seriously. God, my first encounter with Grim Reaper, I was probably 4 years old when, oh man. When Fear No Evil came out, I had the song on a compilation. I think it was on Combat. And I'll tell you, you know, that was metal. I mean, this is coming from, 4 years old. Luckily, I had parents. I had a great grandmother who, didn't give a shit. They knew I knew the difference. Metal wasn't all a bad thing and shit. I learned a lot from it. Grim Reaper, I mean, I remember when the video for Rock You to Hell came out, 9 years old. And there was something about it at 9 years old that got my adrenaline going, and seeing Steve in that fucking chair going crazy, just, it was almost scary. It was great. It gave me such an adrenaline rush. All of their albums are just golden to me, you know, and unfortunately, I believe they are criminally overlooked, especially these days. You know, I mean, very rarely do I hear people talk about Grim Reaper anymore, and when you do, it's either someone, oh yeah, I remember him, or every once in a while you get to, oh yeah, what happened to him, you know, and well, let's hope Steve gets well, you know, and we need some more real metal like that. These days, you're not getting what happened to bands like Grim Reaper, you know, the early Fates Warning, the early Queensryche, I mean, the early, you know, the early Judas Priest. I mean, the real metal, the Maiden, all that stuff, you know, and I mean, I'm rambling on here, but it's true. You don't, I mean, the last new band that was great that came out to me you know, 20 plus years ago. I mean, and yeah, there's exceptions, but they're mostly in the underground.
Hi, Steve Grimmett. This is Doug Calloway of the band Legion. Wanted to drop a word to you, man, and let you know, feel bad about all the shit you've been going through. I know you'll pull through all this. I also wanted to let you know that I am a fan, and my band is a fan also, especially my vocalist who sings along your scale. We really want you to get better. We want you to know that even with both legs missing, your vocals are incomparable to anyone else's. You are definitely a major part in the world of metal. You made your mark. We still listen to you, and we hope to see you back walking like you used to, my friend. Many prayers and metal love.
Hello, Steve. Greetings from the fucking Iran. Just wanted to tell you how much I respect you and your music all these years. Can't wait to see you back, kick us all in the ass. Fuck yeah. See you in hell.
Hi Steve, this is Paul McNamara from Salem. Sorry to hear about the plight that you're in, your situation. We're very happy to be looking out for you at Grim Up North. All the best, mate. Cheers.
Hello Steve, Simon Saxby from Salem, UK. Wishing all the best for the future in everything you do. You're an inspiration to everybody. Keep well, keep rocking. See you soon, guy.
Hi Steve, well this is Elvin here from Paris, France. As you say, I'm a little panicked about shooting a video of myself, but I think it's going alright. So, we do not know each other, and I've never been able to attend a Grim Reaper gig, but I've been listening to your music ever since I heard Lust for Freedom on the radio back then, and I want to wish you a swift and full recovery, and hope to see you soon on stage, very, very soon. So take care and stay metal.
Salut Steve. Je sais, tu vas peut-être pas trop comprendre parce que je suis français, mais je voulais juste te dire que on est tous avec toi en tant que bien des bons métalleux et on est au nom de tous les groupes français. Je te souhaite un bon rétablissement, surtout beaucoup de courage, et quoi qu'il arrive, on est tous avec toi. Et le heavy metal, mec, pense-y fort. On t'aime. Ciao.
Salut Steve. Je voulais juste te dire que je te souhaite un bon courage, surtout plein de courage pour revenir sur scène. Et puis bon, on a plein de bêtises à notre âge qui nous arrivent, mais on te souhaite énormément de courage, moi et tous tes fans. Salut Steve. Ciao.
Hey Steve, it's Kevin from Arizona. What's going on, bud? Hey man, I wanted to make this video to show appreciation and definitely let you know that I'm super glad you're alright, man. That was pretty scary shit there. We've met before, you know who I am and all that. I'm just making this to make sure that you know that you're highly appreciated, man. You're one of the best musicians out there. And I really hope to see you again soon. You come back out here to Arizona, I'll definitely be there. I'd love to hang out a little bit more this time, you know. Chill out, maybe have a beer, even though I don't drink. It might be an O'Doul's. Whatever. Alright, man. Really glad you're alright, and rock on. Keep making great music, man. I'm one of your biggest fans, as you know. Peace.
Hello Steve, this is Ralph from metal bands Poltergeist, Wolf Council and Requiem. I just wanted to wish you a very good recovery, good health, and of course all the best for the future. I just saw you at the Keep It True Festival in Germany. Good times, and yeah, just keep on doing what you're doing for the love of music and for everything else. So take care, all the best, cheers.
Mr. Stephen Grimmett, how the devil are you, my friend? How's the hopping going? No, sorry, I shouldn't make those jokes, but remember, man, Halloween, fancy dress parties, you're going to win. You're going to be the best pirate ever. You just need a parrot. Anyway, I just want to wish you well. I'm glad you're doing well. Love watching the videos on YouTube, seeing you in such high spirits. God bless you for that, my friend. And as I mentioned you before on Facebook, and I'm going to do it again on YouTube, we will do the 4th album, the album we never made, the one that's called Nothing Whatsoever to Do with Hell. And to prove it, I'm going to play you a few riffs. So people, don't steal this. I've copywritten this, and I can track you down via the Googles, and there will be problems. So here's a few riffs though, Steve. Ponder these and get ready to rock, my friend, because by 2018, this will not only be recorded, I want it out, and I've got a label. Thank you, Mr. Brian Slagle. I've got an artist. Thank you, Mr. Bob Tyrell. And I've got some great people here, so we will do the rhythm tracks, and I'll send it to you, and you can do what you do best. Hop around singing like a maniac. So here's some riffs, brother. This is the intro. And this is the verse, my friend. Imagine this with a bigger amp, better playing, of course, and a flanger. But you'll get the meat of the motion here. Here we go. I've actually written a lot more, but I'll be damned if trolls are going to steal it. So that's all you're getting, boys and girls and trolls. Joking aside, Steve, so glad you're on the way to recovery. Just remember, one hop at a time, brother, one hop at a time. And I won't see you in hell. I'll see you making nothing whatsoever to do with hell, brother. Take care, and to your wife too, God bless. See ya.
So Steve, and anybody else that watched this video, thanks for taking the time to watch all that. All the videos were, for the most part, under a minute, and so in and of themselves they were short, but as you go through and put them all together, they become a little bit longer. So I appreciate anybody and you taking the time to watch them, and I wanted to end the video with a little bit of my message to you, and just a little short, try and make it short, message about my experience with Grim Reaper. I first heard you from this album. I remember seeing the video to See You in Hell, and at the time I was listening to Motley Crue and all that stuff, and it scared me a little bit, to be honest with you. You know, the song, and it I kind of had a different feel from what I was used to, and I wasn't sure what I thought about it, because I was kind of a naive metalhead at that point in time. I hadn't really gotten deep into the music as much, and was just starting to get into other things, and even Ozzy scared me a little bit. So, you know, things have changed a lot since then. But when I heard Fear No Evil from this, and saw the video, it was on before Headbangers Ball did Headbangers Ball. They'd had, I think it was called Heavy Metal Mania, and I remember seeing the video for that. Nick Bocot's scythe guitar, and I was just blown away, and I love that song so much. And I went out and finally found the cassette, and loved it. And then you guys put out Rock You to Hell, and again, I love that album, and the title track, again, just a killer song. I didn't pull out my Onslaught vinyl, and I've got the Lionsheart stuff, and I have Grimmstine, I have your solo, I have the Friction, and I'm still looking for some of the earlier stuff you did prior to Grim Reaper on CD at a decent price. But you know, the Onslaught album that you did vocals on, to me, hands down, is their best album. The fastest stuff they've done, and the best vocally that they've done, and that's an account to you being there, I believe. And so I just wanted to let you know that throughout the years, anytime I saw your name on a project, it was like, I have to have it. And to see what you went through. I myself have diabetes. I found out I had diabetes back in 2010, and it was a scary thing for me. Since that time, I've struggled with my weight continually, and recently I've lost close to 85 pounds, and I'm on downward spiral in a good way. And if anything, you're an inspiration to see that even in the light of a bad situation, you are coming out of it in a very positive manner, and everybody in the metal community is so behind you that it was so impressive. And there were so many other people that were interested in doing a video, but just with timing and other things like that, it just didn't work out. And I didn't want to continue to wait. I put a deadline on it, and then I extended a deadline. I didn't want to continue to wait. So I really, really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope for the hour or however long this ended up becoming, that you had a smile on your face, and that you truly realized just how much of an impact you've made on so many people's lives, and how much of an impact you're still going to make on so many people's lives. And I thank you so much for everything that you've done for the world of metal, and for me, for all the fans that you saw on the video, for the fans that wanted to make a video that didn't have the opportunity to get me one. I want, you know, on behalf of everybody, I want to thank you for everything you've done. And I hope that when you guys do get around to touring again, you know, more steady touring, that you come somewhere close to me, that I can travel and actually get the opportunity to shake your hand and say hey, and, you know, maybe share a beer or something for a second, just to let you know just how important you were to the world of metal, and to me. And then one last thing to your wife Millie, thank you so much for all the help that you gave me with some suggestions for names and things like that. It was it was a great help, and I appreciate you being on board with this and everything. And as a last ending comment, if you want to help Steve with some of the medical costs that he's incurred, because you know, obviously there's some big medical costs that have been incurred because of the situation. You're going to be looking at a link on the screen here. You can go to that link and you can go and assist. And please, in addition to, if you have the ability to assist, please do so. But at the very least, share this around and get the word out to people, so that you know, the people that have the means to do it can help out. Because, you know, in a situation like this, we're not expecting it. We all could use the support from one another to help each other out. And Steve has helped so many of us out in so many ways with his music and with his voice that, you know, I think it's time for us to return the favor. So anyway, thanks everybody for watching this special. Steve, especially thanks to you for everything you've done. Good luck on your recovery. You're doing well. You're such an inspiration. And you are made such an impact on me. And like I said, I cherish the fact that you took the time to do the video for me. And I hope that this tribute thing that I did showed that. And I also appreciate everybody else that sent me the video and put up with my harassing messages on Facebook. I just really wanted to make this something special and not do a video with like 5 videos from fans and metal bands and stuff. So anyway, we'll be doing an actual Metal's Best here coming up very soon, and Steve, I'll probably include your video on that one as well. But until next time, everybody, stay metal. Thanks, Steve.